Welcome to another episode of Books in 140 Seconds. Today we are talking about Girls in White Dresses by Jennifer Close. It's not out yet. It'll be out in August 2011.
Right. We're that special.
We're that special.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very pretty ARC though.
It is.
What this
Good job.
is it's actually women's lit, chick lit. I was going to say, I censored myself because I don't like that word, but in pretty fine form. I don't read a lot of it, but if I were going to, I actually found this quite digestible. What we have is the story of a bunch of girls who live in New York, and we start in their early 20s, and it kind of goes to their early 30s, and it's about the kind of 20-something problems that are just so specific, especially 20-something women, and it's kind of, on the whole, about their lives not living up to the expectations that they had for them. These little girls who are taught to believe, that it's a fairy tale, and that they're going to get married and everything's going to be fine. And how it kind of, things fall apart, and they're not quite like that.
Yeah, and so I really enjoy how they're all loosely connected. It's the same group of characters that continue throughout the book. They're all the short stories are narrated by somebody different, but it's a lot like meeting up with a girlfriend for coffee, and she's like, oh, so my friend Shannon did this thing, or my friend Abby did this thing. You're like, wait, who's Shannon again? So I did enjoy that level of interconnectivity, which worked really well.
But there are too many girls.
There's too many girls. We'll give you that. There's too many, and they're not that well explained, but still, this book is like going to coffee with a friend. I also enjoyed how the white dress stood as a metaphor for everything throughout the book, and how that's the epitome of life is to wear that white dress and to meet the handsome man. But that doesn't happen for all of them, and it doesn't happen for all of us, which I appreciated as well. It was like hanging out with a good friend. It was funny. It was cute. It was light. It's a perfect summer read. When's it coming out? August. It'll be nice and hot, and you can go to the beach, which will be nice and great, and you'll be able to read this book and be like, man, I remember that.
Yeah.
I'm being in that situation. And I also love how the problems that they have get more and more big as they get older. Like when they're 22, the biggest issue is their apartment's too small. But when they're 28, they have to make decisions like, should I move to the city for this boy who I don't know is the one? Or should I have a third child? Or what do I do when my friend is going through a divorce? So I appreciated that narrative arc as well, especially as being someone in my 20s going through those similar things and looking back to how silly I was in college.
And there's nothing tidy about these stories and the way they finish up. And that's one of the problems that a lot of people have with chick lit that I have with it, is that like, oh, everything's okay in the end and it's all fine and it's all shopping bags and heels. And in this, it starts out with this dream in the beginning that kind of sits off weird. This Isabella's being a young girl and seeing her sister get married. And then ends with them having drinks, like all drinking tequila, and nothing's been really resolved. They're just battling through. And I think that's really refreshing in this form.
I like that too, because they're all going to go off and do other things. Some of them might be great, some might not, but they're still living their lives even though the book is over. And that's that. So August 2011.
Grab yourself a beach blanket.
Okay.
Do it.